Hello, welcome on in everyone. I bring good news. I think I've killed all the flies in my room. Just wanted to report that. Welcome! We are streaming GeraScopia tonight. Game that I've been wanting to play for quite a bit. As I've said before, a friend of mine worked on the soundtrack for this. She's not the only composer. There are, I think, 2 or 3 other composers, but she was one of them. All the flies in your room so far. I haven't seen any since the one I killed yesterday, so I think I've killed them all. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly confident I've got them dead. So I just want to reiterate, this is a horror game. This is an indie horror game, so it's probably going to go in some directions that most big-name horror games won't. I have been informed there are depictions of suicide in this, or at least there are suicidal themes, and there is some mild body horror. Yeah, I actually have been kind of sort of chatting with the creator of the game, and I did get a full description of everything to be mindful of in the game, and I tried to condense it into a single sentence as best I could. So, I just wanted to make that clear. This is not a happy game. It does have a fishing minigame, though. So, I'm looking forward to this. Hey, Lizard Man. Hey, Val. Hey, Zeno. Probably should have said hi first. But, let's just jump right in. So, as you can tell from the title, this is a bnuy game. Am I gonna get spooked? Don't know. Hang on a sec. There we go. Alright, so this is a 2D platformer. One interesting thing is jump is up, not one of the buttons. This doesn't actually have controller support. I had to set it up myself. We have a shotgun. I don't know what that flash was, but okay. We have a logbook. Alright, don't know why that's the thing, but we like to stop. Boot a boot. Oh, that can't be good. Oh, a torch. Wait, so how do... Wait, how... How do I equip the flashlight? Wait. I have a torch and I don't know how to equip it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well. Sure, I'll figure it out. Oh, that definitely can't be good. Oh, I can wall jump. That's cool. So to do something to equip the torch and... Oh. Writing this in case the worst happens. I've gotten horribly lost in this labyrinth, and it seems like all of our lights barely work. This cave holds anomalies I've never seen before, and I've got a horrible feeling that something's with me. It... Thank you for the horror. Looking for a retro-looking horror game lately? Should fit the bill. Feels safe. Beautiful jewel. I'm sure that's fine, whatever that was. Oh! Oh, I died. I guess the jewel acts as a checkpoint then. Oh god, that's the thing.
Helps to have a map.
Gosh, she spooked me. It would help to have a map, but I don't have a map, unfortunately. What I'd like is to be able to equip that. Oh. Alright, I'm stupid. I just had a horrible dream. I was walking around. I saw it. It saw me. I was out of flares. It caught me. I'm writing this in a cold sweat. I'm going mad. I've never had a dream as vivid as that. This place is going to break me. Signing off. Can't use your light and your gun at the same time, Doom 3 style. Yep. Sure seems that way. Uh-oh. Well. I don't know if I'm done here. I can't use it. I'm out of ammo. I don't have any ammo. I couldn't use it even if I wanted to. Is it SWAD? I don't have a SWAD. Fake American. I have to come from the other side. I hope that these notes rot away, never to be seen by eyes besides mine. But if by any circumstance you are reading this, freedom only comes if you rid yourself of the amulet. That thing is a curse, yet for the time being it will keep you alive. To whoever may come across these ramblings, you did not deserve this. Nobody does. I do not completely understand what's happening, but if you have the amulet, keep it close. I do not know how much more I can bear. I guess this is kind of a Metroidvania. I'm sure that's all fine. No, it's not fine. Have we seen Hercules? I've seen Hercules. I don't know what Hercules has to do with this though. You're not sipping on those things. Well, they're making a lot of noise, but they're kind of in my way. Yeah. It has been a long time since I watched Hercules. You're talking about the Disney one, yeah? It's been a very long time. It seems like jumping over them has no effect. It'll still make them pop. I think I'm supposed to run. God. Yeah, popping them spawns the spider, but there's nothing I can... It doesn't sound like there's anything I can do to stop that from happening, unless I just take a different path, I guess. Hmm. The agonies of living in a 2D world. I'm a 2D girl in a 2D world. I can't... Can I run? I can slide, but that's not all that helpful. Hmm. Yeah, slide doesn't seem to be benefiting me right now. I'm not sure what's triggering these things to pop. They just seem to do it. But it looks like that spider thing spawns in the next area regardless of where I am. Or what I'm doing, so... Guys, I found the strat. Oh boy, water. The bulbs that grow underwater produce a fascinating light. I am equally entranced and horrified the further I progress. These bulbs taste oddly sweet, much like an orange. Can I drown? Sure hope not. Sonic drowning music. I'd like to be out of the water if I can. Nothing bad ever happens underwater. What are you talking about? You know, maybe a submarine might explode or something. One of the bulbs got dragged deep into the lake. It could be a herbivore, but I'll tread with caution. There's no other way except down. Yeah, I don't think I want to find out what's down there. I think I want to go as far up as possible. Great news, you're not in a submarine. True, 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 true. Oh, I gotta go down, don't I? Go down. Oh, they really want me to go down. Oh god. That's a thing. 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 No, you don't. It's gone. For how long is the question? Thing's back. It's a fucking anglerfish, isn't it? Why is it always gotta be an anglerfish? Oh, it's a thing. Must go faster, 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 must go faster. Oh, you're gonna... Oh, wait, up, up, up. That's just Jimmy. He's nice. I don't think he is. No, checkpoint. Well, that shaking probably isn't good. A bullet. Singular bullet. I lost my friends. We've been stuck here for a while. Maybe I'll just wait for them to come find me. I'm getting tired anyways, and I don't have a way to defend myself. You grow distant to the amulet? It's just a dream. Seems like there's two. Feels unnatural. Alright, so I had to use one bullet to get two more. Is there anything else over there? Oh, those freaky look like that moonhead from Nier. Emil, I think that character's name is. Because the moonhead is a person. He has a body, I think it's a he, has a body in Nier Replicant and Gestalt. And it's just a head in Nier Automata. Yeah, and Yoko Taro wears it. Speaking of Yoko Taro, I love that one interview. Yoko, not Yuko, Yoko. There was an interview he gave. He was at some convention, and he was asked if he was ready for questions, and he said no, and refused to answer any. Yeah, it's fine. I would like to be able to see when I jump up. Go up. I wonder what our character's name is. I'm just going to drop down. I'm sure. It was here. It's fine. Oh, I saw a thing. Yeah, there was a thing up here. Yeah. Okotaro is fucking insane. Yep. That sure is true. Just saying. I swear I already got that note. There goes the birds. Your character has no name. He's the digital manifestation of the fact that you're not a bad enough dude to rescue the president. That is a good reference. Oh. I've actually played Bad Dudes. Bad Dudes is actually not a bad game. I should stream it. Oh. I would like to be out of the water, thank you very much. I've had enough water for one game. Oh. When Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's trailer with Reagan dropped, I edited a cheeseburger into his hand and added the ending text from Bad Dudes. I remember that. Putting Reagan in Call of Duty is pretty wild. Okay, so shooting this bastard doesn't seem to always work. I also got the bullet. Can I farm bullets this way? Wait a sec. We got to fight zombies as JFK, Robert McNamara, JFK Secretary of Defense, Richard Nixon, and Fidel Castro. 5 bullets, the bag is full. Okay. I think I killed him. My shadow kept walking when I stopped. Oh, you murdered that guy? He killed me several times. I want the mushroom. Why can't I have the mushroom? Listen, I want to find out if these mushrooms let me meet God or grow to different sizes. I've been feeling really dizzy. Maybe it's the fugness or the food. Typo. I don't know how long it's been, but maybe I need to just wait for my friends to save me. They have the tools. If you eat mushrooms, you go to hell before you die. It's a better torch. We? Who's we? You and your shadow? Oh, fuck. Death can't be the only option. I've tried escaping. I see the light, the world, but I'm sucked back here to continue this torturous cycle. There has to be a way to escape. I can't deal with this for much longer. You are free from the curse. Oh, that might have been a mistake. It actually might have been a mistake. Where's it gonna put me? Oh, you just get the credits. Oh. I understand what I was supposed to do. I got freedom ending. And it just closes the game, I guess. Hmm. Interesting. So, if I were to open the game again, what happens? I can continue. Okay. So let's try this again. And I'm going to try to get back to the ending, but discard the amulet before I escape. Because I think I understand what I need to do. I think Spider Guy might be below me. Alright. Avoiding that guy might be best. Yeah, technically I beat the game, so I can actually swap games or just end stream if I really wanted to. But I want to see if I can get another ending. Because I thought this game was like 4 hours long, and we haven't even been live for an hour. Oh, god damn it. I gave him the slip, and then I found him. Alright, can I kill him, though, is the question. Let's see if I can actually kill Spider Boy. Give Pete a chance. Cut my knife into pizza. This is my plastic fork. Yeah, so the game is interesting. It's a wee bit on the clunky side, but it's not bad. I would not call this bad. Oh, well, okay. Maybe I should have just turned around and fired. I might be taller than him, though, so I might actually just have to get the fuck out of here. You know, my friend did the soundtrack for the game, but I'm surprised by the lack of music. And I saw a thing where someone got the freedom ending, the same ending I got in, Oh, that wasn't 4 hours, that was 4 minutes. Oh, it was a speed run. Okay, that's what I saw. Surprised I survived the fall. I'd rather take my chances in the water than with that insect. To the others, if you're reading this, keep pushing on. I'll be waiting. Oh boy, we gotta deal with fish again. So I need to point out, my thalassophobia is not kicking in because it very rarely happens with 2D games. I have played the demo for Stilt, which is an underwater horror game, but it's 2D, and it didn't actually affect me, like, at all. Despite the fact that it is literally an underwater horror game. But it's 2D. The only 2D game that takes place underwater that has actually set off my thalassophobia is Echo the Dolphin. Which, if any game is going to, that's fairly appropriate because Echo the Dolphin is fucking creepy. Oh, hi, buddy. I walked right into him, or swam right into him. Alright. So this might end up being a short stream. I might have to find something to fill out the remaining time, because I don't think it's going to take me very long to get through here again. Especially considering I already know where to go and what to do. So it's I guess it's just a short and sweet indie horror game, which is nothing wrong with those. Sometimes horror can last too long and can really overstay its welcome. I wish this game was... Oh, hi. Oh, that's not a fish, that's a worm. Oh, hi, get away from me, 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 get away! Ah, fuck. Yeah. You wouldn't think Echo is creepy? No, you wouldn't until you play it. My god, it's fucking weird. See, the thing is, I do this as if this actually pauses, but the deep ocean is fucking weird. There are some freaky ass fish and other creatures in the deep ocean. The deeper down you go, the weirder things get, because you got to keep in mind by that point, you're dealing with significant amounts of sea pressure. So the only way anything can survive in that depth is to have a physical body that is capable of withstanding that insane amount of pressure. So you get some absolutely bizarre creatures down there because they evolved to survive at crushing depths. If we go down there ourselves, you will literally be crushed by the water around you. If you think what happened in that submarine was bad, imagine going down deeper without it. And yeah, we know more about space than we know about the ocean. People have joked that NASA goes to space because they fear what's in the ocean. Which is why there are so many pieces of horror media of humans finding things in the depths of the ocean, because we don't know what's down there. We really don't. That's the most terrifying thought, really. We don't know what is below, no, what is on Earth. At the further down you go. Okay, I'm gonna go around you and go this way. See, I'm smart. I can see farther. I say as I go right into a wall. Right, hopefully I stay up. Oh god, right into him again. God fuck. Ugly ass fish. Can I just say that I love the bnuy's sprite when he's lying flat on his face? I think it's a he. It could be a he, could be a she, could be a they. I actually don't know his character's gender. I don't even know who we're playing as. An entire research team up and disappeared without a trace on the ocean floor, and no one knows what happened. That's fucking terrifying. Alright, I think I need to go down this way. I think the fish is on my left. Go down, 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 down. Down to the left, I think. Yeah, go to the left. Down to the right. Fish on the left. Down, 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 down. Further, further, faster. What happened? Did I drown? Alright, I don't have another way through here. I want to see something. I want to see what's over here first, because I didn't go to the left. Nothing. Alright. I'm gonna just hold down here for a little bit and see if I can actually drown. Because I wonder if that's killed me. Kind of thought you were playing as a bunny Lara Croft. Okay, so I drowned. That's what happened. Alright. Just now I know. Well, I don't think we're really an explorer as much as we got stuck down here. Now, the problem is, I cannot fucking see. This way. Breath. Breath. Almost out of the woods. Or water, I guess. Alright, checkpoint. Ah, this guy. think there was nothing after this. Yeah, because there was this, and then this was the spot where the amulet wouldn't let us pass. But I broke the amulet. I don't have the amulet. Wait, what am I... I'm supposed to discard the amulet to escape, but the amulet's back. I'm back here. What? I'm confused. Do I have to do all of that again? I made it to the end. I discarded the amulet, and it just threw me back. And the amulet's back here. I mean, now I don't even touch it? Maybe. If I die, it'll throw me all the way back to the beginning, though. What am I supposed to do? I thought it wanted me to discard the amulet, and I did that. Okay. I'm a little confused. Well, I now have to do, if I want to try again, I have to go through the whole game again, I guess without dying or something. Which I don't see how that's possible to do in a single run, since the enemy spawns are kind of random and they can just literally spawn ahead of you and there's no way you'd be able to see them. Alright, well, I guess it's GeraScopia then. Alright, so what do you guys want to do for the rest of the stream? Just watch me play whatever? I guess. Play it again. Do I want to, though, is the question? Anything is good. Alright. Let me check something real quick. Alright. So... So after GeraScopia, the next game I was going to stream was Fuga Melodies of Steel, the CyberConnect 2 furry game set in the same universe as Tail Concerto and Slaughter Robo. The problem is I have that on my Switch, and this is my Steam Deck. My Switch is not currently down here. So, how about I swap to Pinball FX 3? Not FX 3, just Pinball FX. So you guys can see the pinball game I've been playing, and also see why I really wish Farsight Studios still had control over pinball stuff. Let's do that for the rest of the stream. So. We also swap games, or swap categories. Do. Not even gonna get the super secret monster orgy ending. God damn it. So I wouldn't call GeraScopia bad, it's just... I'm not entirely sure what it's asking of me. It's clunky and it's obtuse. But the horror is effective. I'm just not entirely certain what it wants me to do. I may revisit it at a later point, because the dev did the dev's name is Rogue, R-O-E-B, and he did mention wanting to update the game to improve a few things. So when that update is out, I'll probably stream the game again. So RogueSpyke, no. So just before I hop into Pinball Effects properly, there were 3 major pinball sim games that were available. There was Pinball Arcade, which hasn't been updated in several years, which originally had pinball tables from Williams, Bally, Gottlieb, Alvin G & Co., Data East, Sega, and what was the other one? Stern. All real pinball tables and real pinball companies. They lost the Williams and Bally license in 2018, I believe. And that license went to Zen Studios, which made the Pinball FX series, which was originally on Xbox 360 as Pinball FX / Zen Pinball. Then came to other platforms as Pinball FX 2, which got delisted in favor of Pinball FX 3, which is when they got the Williams and Bally license. And all your tables from Pinball FX 2 that were in Pinball FX 3 carried over. A few months ago, this came out, Pinball FX, which is technically Pinball FX 4. It still has all the Williams and Bally tables from Pinball FX 3, plus a bunch of other tables, but not every table returns. And every table that you bought in Pinball FX 3 does not transfer to Pinball FX. That is over $100 worth of pinball tables. That does not transfer. You have to repurchase all of them. And they have an insulting deal where with a legacy bundle, which includes the Pinball FX and Pinball FX 3 versions of tables, you get a discount if you own the Pinball FX 3 table, where you pay the price you would pay if you were just buying the Pinball FX tables. So essentially, you're paying for the Pinball FX tables instead of paying for the Pinball FX tables. This game is also buggy as hell. There's a lot of UI bugs. The game randomly stutters, and I just want to show you guys something real quick. Keep in mind, this is a pinball sim.
We've got to have.
Would any of you like to explain why this is using not almost 100% of my GPU and upwards of 60% of my CPU? This is a fucking pinball game that's using almost all of the memory allotted for my GPU. Ghouls and Ghosts, Crusader of Senti, Landstalker, and The Revenge of Shinobi just got added to the Genesis app on Switch. Holy fuck. Crusader of Senti is an Atlas game on Genesis that's literally just a Link to the Past. It's also like worth over $100. Yeah. Also, the third pinball company that I hadn't gotten to yet was Zakaria Pinball, which is from Magic Pixel, which covers exactly one pinball company, and it's Zakaria, which was the biggest European pinball company. The thing about these three companies, though, is Farsight Studios, the developer behind Pinball Arcade, gave up on the game after losing the licenses because they lost almost 50 tables. And they still make games, but they gave up on Pinball Arcade. Magic Pixel succeeded with Zakaria Pinball. They brought over all the Zakaria tables. They even remade some of the tables with modern design. They're done. So we're left with Zen Studios. I love pinball, but unfortunately, if I want new pinball content, I'm stuck with these bastards. And keep in mind, these guys cheated Farsight Studios out of the rights to Williams and Bally. And if you really want to know why I hate Zen Studios so much and why I am reluctantly supporting them, I want to be able to easily play these tables. But Zen Studios has described their game as a universe of pinball. Does that sound like anything we've heard before? Like a multiverse or a metaverse? Because that's exactly what they're fucking going for. They don't care about pinball preservation. They just want to get as many brands and characters as they can get for their service. Yeah, or a monopoly. That too. Now, when you get right down to it, this is technically the best pinball sim available, because it's got really good physics. It looks beautiful when it actually works. It's just that you have to deal with all of Zen's bullshit. So, I am going to focus on tables that I don't own in Pinball Arcade, so I wasn't able to show during my Pinball Arcade history lesson. So we're starting with the free table in this, Fishtails. One of the most popular Williams tables from back in the day. Or maybe it was... No, it was Williams. For the record, Williams and Bally are two branches of the same company. You actually know their parent company, which was Midway Games, and is now NetherRealm Studios, the makers of Mortal Kombat. Alright. And NetherRealm is now owned by Warner Brothers. But yeah, tilting basically does nothing in this, which makes a lot of the tables significantly harder because you can't tilt, because for whatever reason it just doesn't work. Oh yeah, Multiverses got screwed. They also fucked up Space Jam 2 by making it a stupid multiverse movie. Can anyone explain to me why the rapists from A Clockwork Orange are in a Looney Tunes movie? They have no business being in a movie like that. But they're there because Warner Brothers owns A Clockwork Orange and it's part of the fucking Serververse, which is a stupid fucking name. I knew that movie was going to be hot trash by the time I saw the first trailers for it. I am so sick of multiverse bullshit. A certain evil clown that kills children. Oh god, I forgot the Pennywise was there too. I like the Suckerverse. Oh, that's a strong yawn. $270. We're 30 away from big 300. Yeah, only ones that work was Super Smash Bros. And Marvel vs. Capcom, in your opinion. PlayStation All Stars wasn't completely terrible. It's fun if you play as the right characters. It also has Gravity Rush in it, so it's automatically good. So, a funny thing about this table, when this one was in Pinball Arcade, it was called World Championship Soccer, because they couldn't call it World Cup Soccer because they didn't have the rights to the World Cup. But I guess then Studios was able to fork over enough money. Speaking of having no business being in something, on the dot matrix display during certain events, Raiden from Mortal Kombat shows up. This is a Bally table, though, not a Williams one. But it was still owned by Midway. So, that would be the reason why he's there. Now, for anyone who did not tune into my Pinball Arcade stream from a couple months ago, Williams, Bally, and Midway were the three biggest names for the arcade business for the longest time. You know, you might think Atari would be one of the biggest names, but Atari actually had some hardship for the longest time. Midway, Williams, and Bally continued well into the end of the 90s, whereas Atari kind of petered out by that point. Williams and Bally are probably the makers of just the best pinball tables ever made. Even some modern tables don't compare to Williams and Bally's tables. And as far as Midway goes, they are home to such classics as Mortal Kombat, Root Beer Tapper, Robotron, Rampage, I'm starting to draw a blank on other names. Oh, Wizard of War, Rampart, and Gauntlet. Like, they are a classic. Or they are classic games, and Midway made most of the best ones. They're basically the American version of Namco in a way. And Namco is probably the best arcade company in existence, because their games are just all classics. Were true. I feel like a game filled with game characters fighting is different than whatever Warner Brothers was going for. Yeah, I mean, I think with games, they actually have a clear purpose in mind. Like, I don't need a corporate excuse to watch Mega Man beat the shit out of Iron Man, or watch Magneto beat the shit out of Phoenix Wright. I don't need a movie excuse to do that. I just want to play the game, press buttons, watch the funny noises come out, and then move on. But whenever it's a corporate interest in it, like with Warner Brothers or Fortnite, it just feels wrong in a way, because it's like they don't value the characters or the properties, they just see them as a way to make money. And maybe you could say the same thing about Marvel vs. Capcom or Smash Brothers. But with those games, as long as we're not talking about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, there is a clear passion for those characters and for those IPs. Compared to, say, Space Jam: A New Legacy, where they put the fucking Clockwork Orange rapists in a scene. Characters who are literally known for no other thing besides raping a woman. And they're just there because they own the rights to them and they're recognizable, I guess. But I guess they don't understand why they're recognizable. Because, I mean, if I'm going to see a movie, the last thing I want to be reminded of is a Clockwork Orange in that regard. And yeah, with Fortnite, they're just skins. That's the problem with Fortnite, is every single skin can do all the same things. Goku can do everything that Leon Kennedy can do. Superman can do everything that Thanos can do. So the skins might as well not be anyone, because everyone is the same anyways. There's no respect for the characters, and some of them don't even respect how the characters look. Just look at Guile, he doesn't look anything like him. You think Mortal Kombat's guest characters are alright? I question some of the choices. I really don't think Rambo should have been in Mortal Kombat 11, but they were at least respectful to the Rambo movies. I've never seen them, of course, but I do know that Sylvester Stallone actually had a really good time voicing the lines. In fact, I think he said that was one of the most fun things he's ever done, was voicing his characters in Mortal Kombat 11. But I mean, that's one of the reasons why I don't like Fortnite, is every single character is essentially the same. There's nothing that sets them apart from each other. So all the cool things about each individual character is meaningless because they're all the same. Leon Kennedy and Goku are two very, very different characters in their respective media, but in Fortnite, they're literally the same person because they're the player who can do everything. There's nothing that makes them unique, nothing that really tells you anything about what they can do outside of their property, because they literally just do everything the player can already do. And Fortnite and Epic are just iffy. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm a Linux user, so, Epic doing well literally makes my life more miserable. And everybody just ignores First Blood anyways. Even though that's the best one. Yeah, I've never seen a Rambo movie. So, there are 2 tables in Pinball Effects that were not in Pinball Arcade at any point, and they are Indiana Jones The Pinball Adventure and Space Station. 2 very good tables. Every other table that's here was in Pinball Arcade. I will point out that I missed my chance to get Fishtails, World Cup Soccer, Hurricane, Red and Ted's Roadshow, The Party Zone, and Junkyard. I have all these others in Pinball Arcade. I didn't show all of them on that stream though, but we're gonna do Indiana Jones right now. Mortal Kombat guest characters at least have a shit ton of references to their original IPs rather than just, hey, look at this iconic character. There's at least some effort and care put into them. Exactly. There is true passion for those characters. You cannot say that for Fortnite. For Fortnite, it's, haha, I know him. Now what? Yeah, I've never seen Rambo. I don't know if I really need to, but maybe one day I'll watch it. I know they made a lot of Rambo movies in a short time back when Rambo was new and it was referenced by everyone. No, it wasn't Rambo. It was Rocky. That's another Stallone movie. They made so many Rocky movies back in the day that by the 90s, Red Dwarf did a joke that thousands of years into the future, they were on Rocky 5000. And I know they made a lot of Rambo movies as well, but I didn't even know there were more than one for the longest time. Up until Mortal Kombat 11, I genuinely thought there was only one Rambo film. Or The Simpsons with Rocky 7 and Adrian's Revenge. I've never seen Rocky either, actually. The extent of my knowledge of Rocky is Weird Al's Eye of the Tiger parody that I don't remember the actual name of the song, but the chorus goes, Rye or the Kaiser, because Rocky Balboa in the song got too fat, so he opened up a deli instead of boxing. So it's him pitching his own food to people, to the tune of Eye of the Tiger. I mean to watch the rest. List of 80s movies. I only know all the Rocky movies since watched AMC shit back in the day and they had a marathon of it. God, I never watched AMC growing up. Maybe I should have, because I know they played movies a lot. I need to watch more movies. I have a laundry list of movies I need to watch. Well, more background when I have a TV in my room. In your room. I mean. Oh, fair. I had a TV in my room at one point, and that's how I played my N64 when I was a kid. And then later, that's where the Wii was for the first time. So I would play Wii games in my room. That was an old CRT TV. Zeno, is the CRT TV in the game room the same one that used to be in my room, or is it a different TV? I think it's a different TV. Grinding on WoW or something, it was nice to have something to play on the TV. Yeah, fair. Nowadays, I usually have Twitch on as background noise, though I do actually interact with it in a few streamers' chats. Lizardman, I think you're from Ryuko's community, so... I wouldn't say I know Ryuko. I have talked in her stream a few times, but I know Kohai, who lives with Ryuko. And I know Puffin and Catvolts and a lot of mutuals in their streamer communities. But for the most part, I have Twitch on as background noise. It's great though, depending on the streamer I have up, because I can just be minding my own business and, like, say I'm watching Buff Pup at 10 in the morning, and I'll just be, like, piddling around in something like Dwarf Romantic or Pinball Arcade, and I hear from my laptop shrieking followed by something about eating someone's ass. And that's why you should wear headphones when watching most streamers. There is a streamer that I have not watched much who actually has a headphones warning in her stream title because people complain that she moans too much. I need to stress, all she does is draw art.
Don't touch anything.
Been trying to have background stuff on less while I'm playing games. It's a different one, I think. I actually don't know. I only joined Twitch like a year ago since friends started to stream, and Ollie Ryu was one of the first I seen and liked. Oh. I've been watching Twitch, since, like, 2016, I want to say. I originally was against the idea of watching Twitch because I thought, why would I watch someone else play video games? But then I started watching some streamers, and I thought, oh, you know, I can actually experience some games through the eyes of someone else. It's actually kind of fun. And then I just started following person after person, and then in like 2020 I discovered VTubers. That led me to Catvolts' community, eventually, where I actually started being active in them. And then last year I started streaming myself. And now some of the streamers that I watched are friends. Which is still a very weird thing for me to just see, or realize. It's like, have you seen the Indiana Jones movies? I have seen the first 4. This video game Let's Play I remember was Sean Manners. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. Oh, if we're talking Let's Players, I started with either Game Grumps when JonTron was still part of it, or Markiplier. I don't remember. No, it was Game Grumps first, then Markiplier. For the record, I don't like JonTron anymore. But been on Twitch since like 2013 without an account, and 2014 with an account. Well, that's all of them until 5 comes out in a few days. Yeah, it's a shame JonTron never learned to just, you know, shut the fuck up. Because ignoring John's politics, his big problem is he does not know when to stop talking. Because all he does is dig himself a deeper and deeper hole because he cannot help but share unsolicited opinions about things he does not understand. He thinks he's being funny, and unfortunately some people agree that he's funny. But he really cannot help but share opinions that nobody wants to hear. It's the equivalent of, like, someone just loudly proclaiming in the middle of a street, "I think gay people are bad." And then getting confused when people tell them to shut up and leave them alone. Fox News, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And it really sucks because he actually is genuinely funny when he's not doing that. And I stopped watching him after the whole controversy. Well, I stopped watching him regularly. I stopped watching him completely a few months after that. When I realized that, no, he was not getting any better. In fact, he was just getting worse. Sorry, closest I can think. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I will take every opportunity to dunk on Fox News. By the way, I may be biased, but I think space-themed tables are the best pinball tables. I have never played a bad sci-fi pinball table. So I think if you really want to make a good pinball table, make it sci-fi themed, and it will automatically be good by virtue of that alone. Play Space Cadet, nerd. Oh, you want to play Space Cadet? I can play Space Cadet. I have it on my Steam Deck. I even set up controller options for it. You want to see me play Space Cadet? I need to fill out time. So if I can at least get to like 9:15 or something, I'd be fine ending there. So let me finish up with Pinball FX, and then I'll do Space Cadet, and then I'll probably just end there. By the way, Space Cadet was like one of the first non-Steam games I installed on my damn Steam Deck. I hate this table. I really don't like this table. Out of all the Williams and Bally tables that are in Pinball pinball effects. This and Whitewater are my two least favorites. It's got some cool uses of ramps. So does Whitewater, I guess, but I don't like the themes too much. I'm not one for carnivals. I outgrew carnivals long ago. My only reason really to go to a carnival at this point is to maybe get some, like maybe as a date with Sorrow, or my other GF girlfriend, I guess I could have just said. What about Carnivals? I have not played that game since 2001. I remember playing Carnival in arcades. I have not thought about that in a very long time. You have just unlocked some memories. Holy shit. Why was that never ported to anything? That would have been amazing to have on like PS2 or something. You forgot it was a game? Carnival, it's a light gun game. One of the better ones from that time, if I remember correctly. And yeah, listen, man, ever since dating Saroshi, I have learned that I am an absolute sucker for romance. So, we haven't actually personally met yet. We've been dating for a long time, but things never worked out enough for us to actually meet each other. I'm hoping we can fix that maybe later this year or next year. It's been an online relationship for this time, but we have stayed together for this long. 10 years as of the 21st, actually. Yeah, I would go to a carnival if it means I could go on a date with Sorrow or my other girlfriend. I would enjoy that. I want to do the thing where I win a game and give them a unicorn plush or something. Also the food. Fair carnival food, whatever, is pretty good. This table is really good. Unfortunately, the female puppet head looks a little bit too much like my aunt, and I really don't like my aunt. I mean, she looks exactly like my aunt, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I am not on speaking terms with my aunt right now. Zeno, Red, the girl on the right, doesn't she literally look like our aunt?
Thursday. Hey, look, Ted, taxi cabs.
You will remove that bulldozer from the street.
The same designer for this table, the one who made the puppet heads, also did it for Funhouse. It was kind of his thing. Oh, what the fuck is that emote? Yeah, I know, right? She literally looks like our aunt, and I hate it so much.
You have not had the last of me.
What's even scarier is this looks like how she would have looked in the 90s. Now, the funny thing is, that's what this character is supposed to look like. But that's how she looks on the table. White woman jump scare. This is actually a really good table, but the reason why I don't play it as much anymore is because when I realized that Red literally just looks like my aunt, I was like, I don't want to get into family drama right now, but my aunt is not a good person. Let's just say that. I don't need to air my family drama for everyone to see, but I would be perfectly content if I never have to speak to her again. Sadly, I know the feels. There's always one member of the family, or maybe multiple. Oh, yeah, you're probably not going to be able to hear it too well because the audio is fucked up in this game. But there is a racist stereotype of a taxi driver in this.
Spin the wheel. You miss everything.
You can probably figure out what I mean by that.
Back to work.
If you can think of any accent that a taxi driver would have, this table uses that accent. It was the 90s, they didn't know any better. Actually, they did know better, they just didn't care. And to be fair, this
So long, y'all.
it says the Illinois state line on the sign. Williams and Bally were actually Chicago companies, and so was Midway and NetherRealm, which is the remnants of them. They're still based in Chicago. And as I've said before, I'm from Chicago. I still live here, actually. So, this is likely taking place in Illinois based on that art. So, I suppose the accent wouldn't be that uncommon here? I haven't exactly taken many taxis, though. So, I mentioned multiverse stuff earlier, or we were talking about it. This table is actually kind of funny that we were having that discussion, because this table actually references other Williams and Bally tables that came out before it. I don't know all the characters that you can see here, but bottom left of the art is kind of blocked by the text is Dr. Dude from the Dr. Dude table, which is in Pinball Effects. Most of the other characters are just your standard characters to have in a funky party, like Dracula and the Wolfman, but there's also just Dr. Dude, who's from another pinball table. And that wasn't unusual for Williams and Bally to do that, because the Taxi table features Pinbot from the Pinbot trilogy of tables. The sequel to Pinbot is in Pinball Effects, but Taxi isn't. Also, another reason why I am somewhat annoyed with Zen Studios is they are prioritizing the more easily marketable tables, for the most part. And, like, actually, speaking of, it's a whole thing that I haven't even shown you guys. Every pinball table that comes to Pinball Effects from Williams and Bally actually gets remastered. Which is this ugly shit. Where it adds extra lights and characters all around. I hate it. Because I just want to play classic tables. I don't want to play fucking video game pinball. I want to play digital recreations of pinball tables. Also, some of those things actively distract from the game or get in the way. It's really irritating. But we're seeing recognizable characters that can be turned into models like that and be marketable. So we don't see Centaur, or Earthshaker, or Black Knight, or Taxi, or Diner. And we haven't gotten some of the more iconic licensed tables from Williams and Bally, like Star Trek The Next Generation or Terminator 2. We did get Addams Family and Twilight Zone, which are two of the best tables. Yeah, and strangely, nothing like playing a real pinball table. No, absolutely not. I've only played on real pinball once in my life. I took a trip to Vegas in 2015. And I went to the Pinball Hall of Fame. And I played a couple tables there. The only one that I remember that I played was Safecracker, which, funnily enough, the following week was announced for Pinball Arcade. There is a pinball arcade. There is an arcade in Chicago. Well, it's a little more south. It's in Brookfield, I think. Called Galvin Ghost Arcade. They have, like, 800 or so pinball or arcade machines from all areas of arcade. Like almost any arcade game you can think of, they have it. 15 or actually $24, you can spend the entire day in the arcade. Everything's on free play. They bought the neighboring location in order to open a pinball arcade called Galloping Ghost Pinball. They're on, I think, like 50 pinball tables now. I haven't gone back there since they opened Galloping Ghost Pinball. This table, Junkyard, is pretty cool. It's a pretty good table, actually. I feel a yawn coming. Oh, that was a strong one. Oh my god. This table has something you can activate, which is a time machine. When you do so, it'll actually play a video mode from a different pinball table. I haven't seen all of the video modes that will play, but it will play Move Your Car from Creature from the Black Lagoon and the Mamushka from the Addams Family. Like, it even recreates the stuff that would appear on the dot matrix display for those video modes in the old... Oh, there's a time machine, actually. We just activated it. Which one are we getting? Speaking of, there's Move Your Car. So that is from Creature from the Black Lagoon. Oh god, straight down the middle. Fun fact, when your ball goes straight down the middle without hitting the flippers, that's called a drain. So, an unfortunately accurate or correct statement is, I drained my balls too quickly.
Multi-ball is lit.
Totally cool boss.
Hooray, an extra ball. Yeah, I was just thinking of my streamer friends and just remembered with the Canadian wildfires. I looked outside not too long ago and I thought, huh, that's weird, it looks pretty foggy, and then I realized that wasn't fog. It's smoke. There's smoke all over Chicago right now. That's not normal for Chicago.
Don't listen to her.
It's bad, man.
Who's out there?
Shit's passed over to Europe already. I think I said that earlier. You're around here in Indianapolis. You live in Indianapolis? You don't live far from me. Chicago and Indianapolis are like right next to each other. What is it with so many people living around these areas? Well, okay, I mean, Chicago is like the third largest city in the US or something. Someone actually said that Midwest Fur Fest, which happens in, not Chicago, but Rosemont, I believe, is one of the biggest furry conventions in the world. And everybody who goes there ends up going to Chicago when not at the convention, because, I mean, Rosemont is, like, right next to Chicago, I think. And if you're in the area, why not go to Chicago? It's okay, I don't live there. Yeah, well, I know where you live. I don't know what city you live in, but I know what state you live in. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad I live here and not there. I think I lucked out living in a state as blue as Illinois. I didn't even say what state you live in! You're not even remotely nuts! I didn't say anything about where you live. Sadly, it's a go, but also very antisocial. I'm also antisocial. But I do have friends that I like going to conventions with. Well, friends, really. It's really the one friend that I've been going to conventions with since like 2017 or something. What came from us as a vice president? I'd like to forget. I do not drink, but I would drink to forget that. Probably end up giving myself liver poisoning before I forgot, though. Well, guess I'll die. Reminder that that man refers to his wife as mother. Now, I'm not here to criticize or kink shame what you call your significant other in the bedroom, but he could at least call her mom, not mother. There's just something really weird about referring to your significant other as mother. Imagine if your girl called you father instead of daddy in the bedroom. Like, they mean the same thing, but one of them is significantly weirder. Guy who you was better off having a houseplant instead, and you got oxygen from that. I lost the fucking ball. God, I need to remember that. It was better. You're better off having a houseplant. At least you get oxygen from that. Mike Pence was certainly a waste of oxygen. Didn't he once tweet, "There's nothing better for a man than the inside of a horse," and literally nobody knew what the fuck he... Did I lose to Dick Burgers? Whatever. Don't care. Didn't ask, don't care, L plus ratio. Alright, that's all the new tables. Never underestimated gamer with a stupid name. Oh yeah, like when you're playing Splatoon, the players with the stupid names are the ones you have to watch out for, because those are the good players. You can tell how good someone is at a game based on how stupid their name is. Alright, so that's all the new tables. I think I'm gonna do Space Cadet and then end stream. Give me a sec here. I forgot to mute my phone. Hopefully I don't dox myself trying to find this. I have a lot of categories. I have a lot of games. You guys are gonna get a sneak peek at some of the games I have, I guess. I'm gonna leave the pinball effects thing up. If Twitch complains, I'll just change it. I think the audio is fine, personally. Oh, like Uncle Ben's cooked rice on my Steam friends list back when I played the multiplayer for ACM. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, wait a sec. That's not at all what I have it set to. There we go. You have over 2,000 games on Steam. No, I have them at like 800 something. Hey, Lizardman, did you know this game is a demo? $826. Is that from my list? Yeah, this is a demo for Full Tilt Pinball. Game that hasn't been made available for sale in a very long time. Yep, that is you. Alright, 826. Yeah, that's over... a little over a decade's worth of Steam games, really. So you get some good sales. There's also a significant amount of Humble Bundles. When Humble Bundle was first made a thing, I was taking advantage of that all over the place. And I've been using Steam a lot again ever since I got my Steam Deck. Because I stopped using Steam consistently in like 2014, 2015 or so. I was still buying games on sale here and there and playing it occasionally, but I stopped playing Steam, or I stopped playing PC games almost entirely from like 2016 to 2019 because I was having laptop issues for several years. I finally got a new laptop at the end of 2019, right when I started college for the second time. And then I got a Steam Deck last year. I played some PC games when I got my new laptop, but my Steam Deck is really what brought me back into PC gaming. Because the Steam Deck is a PC that is a glorified console, and I am a console player by heart. So this is far more comfortable to me, because I can kick back and relax with a PC game in a way I normally wouldn't be able to. Because with PC games normally, if I'm using, say, mouse and keyboard, I cannot kick back and relax because I have to hunch over like a goddamn Neanderthal in order to see the damn screen. But I am relaxing in my chair right now. I am very comfortable. Aside from how cold it is with USB. Also, this is just awesome. I'm playing Space Cadet Pinball with a controller. I'm dead already. Okay. And then again, newer consoles are trying to be more PC. Yeah, I actually have told Zeno off screen, or stream. I want to turn the game audio down a bit. It's too late. The game's already over. I'm about to end, actually. The PS5 and Series X are consoles trying to be PCs. The Steam Deck is a PC trying to be a console. And in my opinion, the Steam Deck does its job far better than the PS5 and Series X does. What makes newer consoles more like PCs? The fact that there's different tiers of quality to the consoles, the games have performance and quality modes instead of just having one mode geared towards the consoles. That's really the main things. They're trying to match high-end PCs at a console, at a consumer level, basically. You are unconvinced. It's difficult to explain. I think you're talking bullshit. It's difficult to explain, okay? The fact that there are multiple tiers to the consoles and the fact that almost every game has a quality mode and a performance mode now, in my opinion, makes them lean more towards PCs than consoles, because when I buy a console, I expect to have the same experience that everyone else is having. But I'm not, because they're targeting different levels for the console. Now, for the PS5, the digital edition and the other edition are essentially the same thing. The hardware is the same. The Xbox Series S is less powerful than the Series X. I genuinely don't know why you would even go for the Series S when the Series X exists. Because if you're going to buy a console, you would want to get the best version of the console anyways. So why even go for the lower end one? Because it's cheaper? Money? Okay. Alright, fair. Yeah, that does make sense. And they try to make newer consoles more multi-entertainment. Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole point of the Xbox One, the whole reason it's called the Xbox One is because it is the one entertainment device you need. It is an all-in-one entertainment device. Like the 3DS and 2DS. To be fair, the new 2DS XL actually is the best version of the 3DS. You lose the 3D, but it's actually got the best build quality. Because the 3DS, as much as I love the 3DS, it has shit build quality. I actually can't use my 3DS anymore because the circle pad split in half. No joke, it just... the pad started to deteriorate, and it literally just split in half. So I need to replace my 3DS. Yeah. Alright. I don't know. I mean, consoles have had non-gaming components for a long time now. They're trying to be far more than just consoles, though, and I guess it's working for them. I still look at those fold phones, oddly. Yeah, they've actually made a resurgence in popularity, which I thought was pretty surprising. Makes sense that they just keep adding them. I mean, I guess you're right. I don't know. Switch is doing just fine without them, in my opinion. Alright, but that is it for tonight. GeraScopia was not quite what I was expecting. I wouldn't call it a bad thing. I would not say the game is bad. I've been chatting with the game's creator on Twitter here and there. He's a great guy, so I don't want to be too harsh on the game. I do think it needs to be a little more clear, because it's very unclear what you're supposed to be doing. It's very hard to see around you. And, I wish there was more feedback to the game, because there's a lot of a significant lack of audio. Yeah, since it does just throw you in it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's only $5, so for $5, you're not getting a bad experience. I just wish it was better. I mean, the PS2 could play music and DVDs. Pretty sure the PS1 could play CDs as well. Dreamcast 2, I think. Xeno, go back further. The Sega CD could play CDs. It had a music player and everything. Basically, every console that had a CD player that wasn't the GameCube or Wii U could play CDs. I don't think the Xbox 360 could, though, now that I think about it. But the original Xbox could. You can even burn music from the original Xbox onto the console. I did that. I have a bunch of CDs that I bought, and I burned them onto the Xbox. That's not no reason not to. Yeah, the PS2 literally sold because it was the cheapest DVD player on the market. That's why it sold. It had nothing to do with the games. It sold because it was cheaper than all of the other DVD players. I mean, let's say you're a lower class or middle class family. You want to buy a DVD player so you can watch the newfangled movies at home. You see the PS2. It's cheaper. But wait, it's not just a DVD player. It can play games as well. So not only can it entertain the whole family, it can entertain your kids. You can keep them busy. You can reward them with games and movies. Of course, for me, the PS2 is the best library. The PS2 has a phenomenal library of games. It also has quite possibly the largest library of shitty games because of how fucking popular it was. People forget, the most popular consoles also have the largest number of bad games. Because when a console is popular, everyone makes games for it. Especially people who should not be making games. Same goes for the Wii, same goes for the PS1, same goes for the Switch, same goes for the Xbox 360, same goes for PC, even though it's not a console. Same goes for iOS and Android. God damn, does it go for iOS and Android? But the funny thing is, that usually means that the worst selling consoles actually have a better consistency with games because people who know what they're doing are the only ones who support it. it's kind of a double-edged sword. You don't get the same level of marketing or popularity, but you have a higher chance of getting noticed by people who know what they're looking for. All right, it is time to end stream and find someone to raid. So thank you all for joining. I apologize for how short this game was. I, for some reason, thought it would be much longer. I almost asked if Ryuko is streaming, but if Kohai isn't streaming, I'd imagine Ryuko is not streaming either. Since, you know, they live together. I haven't gotten to raid Ryuko in a while. Ash, how are you live without a category? That's not supposed to be possible. Oh, she's playing Fear and Hunger 2. What the fuck is Fear and Hunger 2? Let's see. I could raid some people that I haven't raided in a while. So it isn't just you glitching out. I think Ash somehow managed to not have a category. Alright, I will give you guys a choice. Would you rather watch Everhood, A Little to the Left, or where'd they go? Layers of Fear. Two of these people I have not rated before. I will not say who so as not to influence the vote. So, Everhood, A Little to the Left, or Layers of Fear? Lizardman says Layers of Fear. I just said them, Bal, but Everhood, A Little to the Left, or Layers of Fear? I think Everhood is a rhythm game, and A Little to the Left is a cozy puzzle game. I'm sure we all know what Layers of Fear is. You started as I sent the message. Oh, okay. Do you need me to repeat them again? Everhood, A Little to the Left, or Layers of Fear? Those are the choices. We already have one vote for Layers of Fear. Lizardman, you already... Yes. Yeah, okay, thank you. Alright, 2 votes for Layers of Fear. Xeno, whatever you vote, you're going to be outvoted, so we're going Layers of Fear. Unless there's a lurker who wants to speak up. You don't have much time, though. It's muted. Alright. That time's better to type. That's fair. I didn't realize what you were doing at first, so it's kind of on me. Alright. Brain fart. What am I? Oh, right. Well, you know the drill at this point. Fuck. If you want to hang on after stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, I have a Twitter you can follow. And if you ever miss a stream, I have a VOD channel on YouTube. Our raid message is going to be Dapper Dragon Raid, because I have not raided this person before. I don't remember what their pronouns are. Hold on one sec. I don't know. I'm gonna say they, them, just to be safe. They say they're trans, but I don't know what their pronouns are. By the way, Dapper Dragon Raid. You know the drill. You can use whatever emotes you want. You can use your own emotes, my emotes, someone else's emotes. I don't care as long as you copy the raid message. That's all I care about. We are going to raid Kincaid MK. I spelled that wrong. Hold on. There we go. I actually spelled it right the first time. There we go. So I've not rated Kincaid before. I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. We're going to be playing more Killer 7. Saturday will be Mario Kart 8. Note that the new tracks are not out yet. We're just doing it because I wanted to do it. And Sunday will be more Spyro 2. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you all tomorrow. You all have a good evening and good night.